Hey, I'm Scotty, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to sketch this red brick house here with a loose urban sketching style. And the main challenges that we have are setting the perspective, adding depth around the side there, and also painting all those bricks. And as usual, the full uncut version will be over on my Patreon membership, and also go over a little bit more into the perspective before we start. So if you're a beginner that interests you, I recommend you check out my membership there. Okay, let's get on to sketching. So in the middle of your page, just imagine that blue line there, just a little bit left. So let's go to put dot there. Now, because I'm thinking about perspective, I know the person's standing up, the eye line is above the bottom of the building. That means there's a slight angle there to the bottom. So if I come across and go slightly up, we have that bottom edge there. Measure that with my fingers, or you could use a ruler. Put my finger there and above this dot. So if I look at this height now and I put 2 dots to divide it into 3, just little light dots here, and I'm putting my finger where that dot is, and I'm transferring it up, and I'm going to put a dot. So that height there compared to the width is the same ratio as the photo. Because the eye line is down lower, that angle comes down a bit more. Just doing that by eye. So now we have 4 dots for that front face. Let's get lots of wiggles and looseness into your line work. So lots of lines like that. You can even go back, coming down. Can make this a little bit even rougher than the other lines. Okay, now I'm thinking about the roof there of the building, and I've compared it to this half here. So that's about half there, and then measure that and come across. So I could get that point from there to there, from the corner here up, and put a dot that I used there, and I'm going to come at that same angle across there, put a dot. So I'm going to work my way up using those dots now. So but first I'll do the gutter. If you ever get a bit that's a bit dodgy, just go back and form it, and then coming across this way. Now the tree. So I'm going to do this very abstractly. Now we can continue without cutting into that too much. Go down. We're going down to a vanishing point here, so that gutter on the side here aims down. Maybe there's a support beam. Now the porch, the awning here that comes across. That point there we did before, which was the same width, just below that is where that awning is. And look at this point that I used before. So I'm just going to go lower and just guess. Finger on the page, I'm just going back a few times. Down. Roughly and impressionistically. Don't make that too strong, because that's going to be where the shadow is in there. Okay, let's keep going around. We've got these plants. So once again, we're outlining these very quickly and impressionistically. So let's put those posts in here. I think it's about that high. And below this line here, one there. Just down like that. Try not to make them too perfect. Okay, now this building here, just up from the gutter here a little bit. You can adjust them if it doesn't look right, but that's the triangle there. So we go up. And the top roof line angles down. Arch. And then another window. There above those 2 points where you have a gap. And then there's this detail. And so I'm going to put my 2 dots lightly because it's a bit of a guess. A slight curve on the top. One there, straight above, but not quite to the top. Now I've got these dots, I can start sketching each window. Now the side windows, now we've got that perspective going down. But I'm following that angle and those dots should be in a line. So one there, do this arch here, and this next one, the arch. And then on the roof, just so we can tell it's different to this one, just add a few details, some lines following the same angle we already have. Alright, happy with the line work. You can see that we concentrate on the perspective, but we built this shape and then added the details on it and made sure the details were in those same perspective lines than the main shapes. So we'll start with the sky and then make our way towards the bricks. And I'll show you a simple way where you don't have to paint every single brick. So if we start on the side like this, just getting close to my buildings without being perfect. So we've got Payne's Grey, and I'll start at the top. It's quite light, and I'm going to stop before the gutter because I want to leave a little highlight there. Then on this side, I can make this quite light, this section, because it is in the sun. Around here will be darker. Posts, I'm going to go around the window frames. So for the side of the house here, let's add a little bit of the cerulean blue into that. Maybe a bit more water there. It doesn't have to be too dark. So now just blobs, because windows are quite reflective. Don't have to paint them all in, just add a blob in each window pane. It's a little bit more of a warmer grey around those little shrubs. So we're using Viridian Green. I'm going to add some Payne's Grey. So very impressionistic in that corner. Cadmium Yellow. Do the flowers there. So with the bricks, we don't want to paint every single brick because you'd be here all day. Some styles you would, where you'd be more accurate. But with my style, it's more of an impressionistic style, a quicker style. Okay, so start with a cadmium red. It has a bit of an orange to it, so I'm going to mix burnt sienna into it. And once again, we don't have to go perfectly in the lines, so you don't have to go right up to the windows. Okay, so got down to halfway, and we could actually add some alizarin crimson. So alizarin crimson will darken that bottom, change the colour slightly, and that also shows lighting. So we have the lighter, warmer at the top and going down to make it slightly cooler. Warm, a little bit more of the warmer colour. But I'm going to leave a gap. Now we're going to do bricks, but I'm going to let that completely dry. So I'm going to have three colours for the bricks. Cadmium red and the burnt sienna. So the next one here we're going to make the alizarin crimson. So this is a cooler red if you have one. And now at the bottom corner here we're going to have more of a browny mix. So I've got to test this. Perhaps burnt umber and then a bit of Payne's Grey. And my bricks are going to be bigger. So maybe 3 times as big as a brick here. That's how we're going to simplify and not draw every single brick. Now I'm going around and just putting them randomly, trying to put them evenly, randomly around, if that makes sense. And then on the side, now the side, see how angled they are in the reference? They're angled down, following that line there, the awning, quite narrow because of the tip of my brush. Now I've got the brown. Sometimes you can do half bricks coming out the side. Okay, they're a lot bigger than in the reference. We're not worrying about the mortar between the bricks. Red mix, which is cadmium red and burnt sienna. Then if I have a gap here, I put another brick, a long one, just below that middle bit. So I've got 2 bricks there. I can put a brick in the middle between those. A lot rougher on the side, but I'm going to add just a few tiles on the roof. So this is Payne's Grey. Once again random. And down in the corner here. Now for shadows. I'm going to add ultramarine with a bit of permanent rose. So we'll start with the side of this building first. Go down there like that. And in the back. here, near the plants. I might exaggerate this slightly because the sun's coming here. There'll be a shadow just on the right hand side. And then down here. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. See if we need to add any more shadows in the back there. Just in here, it looks like it still needs to be a bit darker because we want that to look like it's going in really deep. So just at the top here, I'm going to add another layer of shadow. Now I've got my Uniball Signo white pen, and I'm going to add a few little hints that there's this white mortar between the bricks. So I'm hinting a few. They should just be parallel. Glints on the little tiles on the roof. We'll leave it like that. So that's how I sketch this red brick building. Not sketching every single brick as in the reference, but capturing the impression of it, the texture, but still have that lovely red, vibrant brick face. Also have the perspective set correctly and the dark shadows here to give it depth. I hope you enjoyed that, but if you want the full version without all the cuts, it's a lot longer than this tutorial, easier to follow. That's over on my Patreon membership. You also get access to all of my whole library of tutorials, 130 plus tutorials, plus a beginner's course to get you going. So go through all the very basics of learning to sketch, sketching objects, buildings and people. Plus we have a community with really warm and friendly people there. You can post your sketch and you can get some comments and you can ask me any questions you like. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.